let people's fear enter your mind, enter your heart, when you let people dictate how you live your life, you're never going to be successful, and you're going to struggle to be successful. And I'm saying this from my experience. When you actually let people dictate how you feel, when you always let people's thought go in your head, even when it's something that's not your fault and that's not related to you, if you let people get to you, you're going to find it hard to be positive, have a positive energy, be confident, have self-worth, have self-esteem. If you want to make progress, if you want to make steps in life, it comes from within yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have the confidence that, yes, I can achieve this, I can achieve this, I can do this, I can do that, and I can do that. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you're doing with your life. It doesn't matter how messy your life is. You could have the worst lifestyle, but if you just believe in yourself, I promise you, you can go from down there all the way to up there. I promise you, you can make so many changes in your life. It doesn't matter whether small or big. There's a quote by James Clear that success is a product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformation. If you want to make changes in your life, you have to consist of putting small efforts that will lead to big changes. I promise you, once you learn to be positive, once you learn to be yourself, once you don't allow others to dictate your life, you will feel more confident and you will feel more positive. There's one quote. Every single time I wake up in the morning, I have like a routine I do, such as like the hand drill, blinking the eye 1 minute like this, meditate for 5 minutes, recite a quote of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, something related to my religion, read a quote 1 minute from I Am, and then there's a quote I love to read, which is my own quote. And I'll tell you what the quote is. This is my own quote, and I love to read this every morning just to reinforce my brain, just to get positive thoughts going in me, to feel grateful and energized. I'll tell you what my quote is. This is the quote I like to read every morning from the top of my head. I am Ahmed the Unstoppable. I am Ahmed the Unstoppable. Despite my ADHD, OCD, and mental sufferings, I use it to fuel myself and show to others. If you suffer the same way I do, there's always hope. If I did it and succeeded, so can you. Don't let anyone stop you. You will win. This is a quote that I love to read myself. Even if it's not your own quote, even though I do recommend making your own personalized quote, because then you can build confidence for yourself. Like, I like calling myself Ahmed the Unstoppable.